Ahoy, ahoy! What day is it today? It's
Thursday.
It's Thursday night. We bit of change for the Sunday. Scheduling and the holidays and all that fun stuff, birthdays and family get-togethers, makes it pretty tough. But we've gave you 6 bastard years, right? On the go, never without a minute, right? So
Yeah.
these chicken
How,
days be fine for us. Eh?
how was the camping trip? It looked good.
Aye, really good. Aye, it was fun. I need to do more of it, and I'm gonna.
Aye.
This was wee Lucas's. This is what I really want to do. I was like, cool, let's do it, man. It was good, man. Being at one with nature, you know. How was the family get together?
That was good. It was a good laugh. I think we finished at a relatively sensible time, but still had.
We finished at a very sensible time. You shuggy grandto checking.
no, it was good. Managed to get a wee heat on, and no, it was nice. It was good. It was a good catch up, and I met some people that that said I'd met them before, and I was like,
that happens to me all the time. I'll just be casually strolling through the town centre, and next minute somebody's like, "All right, Kevin." I'm like, I know the face, but from where? I sat and had a conversation outside Morrison's with a dude, and I'm like, and he's like, "Aye, so you still doing the podcast?" And I'm like, "Aye." And I'm like, "Who the fuck is this guy?"
It's a listener, mate. You bumped into a fan. Finally.
I know. Hey, things are changing here around the Jibber Jabber podcast. There's fans bumping into us. There's folk buying t-shirts. Liam Short. That's his name, isn't it? Aye.
Yep.
Your order will be with you. Heath's been on the prowl, man. So it'll be with you. Thank you very much. There's a wee surprise in there coming as well. Anybody that wants to buy a t-shirt, by the way.
No t-shirt.
Times are changing. You can go to jibberjabberstore.co.uk where Heather does a phenomenal job, and you can order up a t-shirt if you want, or a hoodie or whatever. They guarantee it'll come, but I mean, do you know how many people still comment on our video where it's like I start the video off with the Bruce, remember, and I said if you can timestamp where J-Mac farts, you'll get a free t-shirt. And
about 50 folk have done it.
And they're like, so good. So good. Doubtful says, that's
let's face it. Sorry. It's not that hard to spot the moment when I fart because I'm pretty sure you amplified it for that.
It was.
It's like, you know,
heavy amplified. Tonight's episode is going to be a fun one. Do you know we have I wouldn't say a backlog, but we've got a hell of a ton of content. So this coming Sunday, we'll be live with our Arrow horror short film special, which stay tuned on our social media and I'll promote that. You can also go and see all those cool stuff on the Arrow player. So make sure you've got it. Remember what I says to you.
I've got it now. I've got
it. Price you a coffee, and you got an array of films that are just absolute class. But tonight we will be talking about In a Violent Nature. This is the first of its kind. But before we kind of talk a wee bit about it, I'm going to smash a trailer and get my first wee copyright strike of the night.
Animals don't get too hung up on reason. They just keep killing.
Yo. Matthewman says hi, by the way. He's on a flight right now, so he can't join us. But he is
flying back for his hollybobs.
He is, aye. And he's going to be watching Furiosa. I'm going to read out his wee review here, just to kind of set the tone. Matthewman says, watched this the other day. You know me, I really enjoyed it. Slow at times, yes. But good gory fun with a new horror villain. I usually always side with the killer, so it was great to focus solely on him for a full movie. Couldn't help feel like you were watching someone play a computer game, though. 7 me hooks out at it.
Do you know, that was actually one of the first things I said. That I've just watched it just before coming on here. I've just watched it with my wee flatmate, and it was the first thing I said to him was, it kind of feels like we're playing a computer game.
Aye.
But we'll get into it. I'll let you kick things off.
Dover says, looks better than the last thing I saw at the cinema.
What was that?
You'll have to tell us now, Heath. You'll have to tell us what it was you saw in the cinema. So tonight we're going to chat about this. We're going to chat about this in a violent nature film, which is the first of its kind. I heard a lot about it going into it, so I was like, "Oh, this should be good." I'm not going to give you my overall on it. Oh, wait, no way! There he is. Hola, amigos. Just about to board the flight home. Catch up soon. Film was class.
I wonder where he was on holiday.
Where was he? Like, I don't know.
Well, he just said "Hola, amigos." I'm assuming he was in Spain.
I thought I was all Italian. every time. So this film, first of its kind, and it was created by a fella called Chris Nash. That's what it sounds like when you drop a packet of Chris and stand on it. Chris Nash.
It sounds like when you drop anything at all at 2 a.m. Like, you know what I mean? Like you drop a pin, it's like Chris Nash. Everybody's like, "What the fuck are you doing now?"
He done a on-set creature effects for Psycho Gorman, a film that is so Matthewman as well. A film that if anybody's not seen Psycho Gorman, go and check it out. I've actually mentioned this to someone on the show previously. We do that many shows that sometimes I forget who I said what to. But Psycho Gorman is one of those films that's like a Power Ranger villain, just going to be absolutely smashing folk. No giving a crap.
Is it good?
So I loved it. It's fun. It's fun. Don't go into expecting like a horror. Go into expecting some villain for the Power Rangers, OG Power Rangers, just going like, "You're dead, you're dead, you're dead," and then it's like kids come along and they're like, "Well, we kind of need each other." And the kid and Psycho Gorman's like, "Once I'm done doing what I'm doing, I'm going to brutally murder you." All right, and they're like, "No, you won't. He's our pal now." He's like, "No, I'm going to murder you."
Right. And that's on the Arrow player, isn't it?
Aye, Psycho Gorman is on the Arrow player. So
what a quinky dink.
Exactly. Look, tonight we'll go one for Shudder and we're promoting the Arrow player still. What surprised J-Mac wasn't at the same place. I know. Got a habit of always going to the same place.
I know. I went to Arbroath. It's like a bit of difference between Arbroath and Spain.
So was I.
That's right. Aye, a couple of days before me. But there you go.
Well,
that's how life goes, isn't it?
Dust in the wind, my friend. Dust in the wind. So this fella, Chris Nash, also made a film called The Void. So he's done a lot of creature work, which is cool. It makes a lot of sense as well for the villain. Let's cut to the chase, man. This was Friday the 13th out of the back, wasn't it?
Aye, it was like Friday the 13th behind the scenes. That's what it kind of felt like to me. I mean, I didn't really like that.
Did you not?
No, it definitely had its moments. It had its moments. Like there was a couple of really pretty creative kills. One in particular that I was just like, I've never seen anything like that before. It just went totally fucking OTT. It just went mental. And me and my wee flatmate were watching it, and it was the both of us were just like, all right then, right, okay, right. Hopefully it keeps up like this. No.
Well, believe it or not, Lucas came down at the point and was like, "What's this you watch?" I was like, says no much is happening yet. And then she's doing yoga on the side, and then he's like, "Oh!" And I was like, like that pretty much. Oh, Heather says,
sorry. Marcel.
Sorry, Heather says, Marcel the shell with shoes on. I can't say that. Smashing, Heather, smashing.
What the fuck is that?
Not Scooby, you know what she's like. You get what she's like for just saying random shit at the most random times. But aye, as you were, Heather.
What was I going to say?
You were basically saying that the yoga scene was the highlight, and then you felt like it kind of peaked at that.
Oh no, that's what I was going to say. There was a particular moment in the film, which actually is briefly in the trailer, where I turned to my mate and I said, "I guarantee you, Kevin was fucking killing himself laughing at that particular moment." And it is in the trailer, and it involves breaking into a cabinet. And I thought, I
Mate,
guarantee
I
he
was
was falling off the
screaming,
fucking couch. Aye.
screaming at that, screaming. It's like, what am I going to use to get this this wee cabinet open so I can get the hook? Just you prick. I found myself laughing quite a bit.
Oh,
you know-
I kind of laughed when things got a bit more exciting, because most of the film for me was pretty boring. I feel like this could have been a half-hour short, and it would have worked a lot better. The whole kind of it's not quite a POV angle for the whole film. It's more like an
No.
over-the-shoulder thing, like I said, like playing a computer game, or like you
I
said,
thought
playing a computer game. But I think it worked to begin with, and then it was just like they're just padding it out. It's like they're just forcing it into that realm of being a feature instead of a short.
I felt there was a lot of time unnecessarily just watching him walk.
Yeah, a lot of time. I mean, if you add it up, it's probably at least half an hour in the film, which is only an hour and a half long.
If Jason Voorhees and the killer from My Bloody Valentine had a cousin, it would be this killer.
Yeah.
Right.
Aye.
So I felt could have really tried a bit harder to create something new as far as a killer goes, rather than just going, "It's Jason, by the way," because it's no Jason.
No, it might as well be. It really might. Really might as well be. I mean, you even had the lake and there was the face, the lack of hair, the costume, everything except the mask that he ends up putting on. They go to the smashed cabinet.
I was totally expecting his mom to show up and start cutting heads off. I didn't hate it. I didn't dislike it. I actually enjoyed the watch. I would say there was parts where I was like, right, this doesn't have to be this long. I put it on with the wife, and you know what? I always say this, that she's a bit of a measuring stick when it comes to films. She's like the mainstreamometer, where if she likes it, the average person that isn't really into films will probably like it.
I'm assuming she loved it.
I put it on, and after like 10 minutes, she was like, "Get this the fuck off." Right, which that, by the way, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad movie, because it's not a bad movie. I feel like this is brave. It tries something that hasn't always been done.
I've got respect for
props.
I've got respect for Chris Nash for trying something new with something that's kind of really, really been done to death. But maybe there's a reason that it's formulated in a certain way. I think the complete lack of music and score really, there is music in it, but it's only like incidental music when people happen to be playing music. That's the only time it shows up.
Yeah,
but it kind of goes to show you how important that is for a horror film in particular. Any film really, but a horror film in particular, you really need a good score to keep you really kind of invested,
The what do you call it? Oh, by the way, did you know that it's now got a second? Like, that's already been greenlit for part 2.
I'm I'm not surprised based on the ending.
The ending for me as well, I was like totally waiting on him catching up. Like, you know how that way, it's like you've been driving for an hour, so he should have at least caught up with you by now on foot. Do you know what I mean? I was totally waiting on that happening, or her turning out to be a psycho and just like gutting the lassie. None of it happened, so it felt kind of like, what's the point in this? What was the point in any of this?
I think it was to make you think it was going to happen and feel like it was building tension, and you're waiting for the moment, and it just goes, nah, no getting it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look at that. That's Jason Voorhees out of the back. My Bloody Valentine.
Literally over the back.
Aye, over the back. I like. Do you know? Looking at even this poster here, it does look like like I Spit on Your Grave era type film.
That was another thing that kind of bugged me. They made the decision to film it in 4:3, right? So you've got the square to make it look like an old kind of TV movie
Yep.
or something. Add the old grain, make it look like an old film.
Mhm.
If they'd done that again, I think it might have added a bit of effect to it. But I don't know, it fell kind of flat for me.
What'd you say?
Like I,
You had a question
like I
there?
said,
Sorry.
sorry, but bad
I
answer.
was, sorry, I was going to ask. Would you say this was better than The Bench?
Nah,
There you go,
no,
lads.
not at all. And I don't know what the budget was for this. I'd imagine it's probably somewhere in the region of like 100 to 200k. I made a guess earlier on at 500k, but I think that's maybe a bit too generous. I tried to find it.
500k.
It was 500k. All right, so my first guess was more accurate. I imagine most of that was spent on permits,
Nah, because they done it in the one place.
permits and dummies.
The dummies are class. Love the dummies.
Aye. Like I
And
said,
do you know what?
pretty inventive kills.
I give it props as well for doing the kills the way they done them and trying new things. Because to see a new kill for me, I was like, I'm not going to mince my words. There's a part in the film where there's a kill and it's horrendous.
Aye.
I did kind of wonder though. A lot of the people in this are kind of just like, oh no, there's a baddie.
Well, again,
Oh
it's,
no, I'm dying. It's like run, bitch, run.
but it's almost a kind of fundamental problem with the entire thing. There's a reason that we don't normally see everything for the killer's point of view. We need to give a shit about at least one person. And for the beginning, I felt like, right, we're on his side, and
The whole time.
nobody was likable. There wasn't a character who you're thinking, I hope that person survives.
No. Do you know what's
obviously,
class as well?
there has to be, but
Well, aye, that's another class thing as well. Like, you know how you watch like a Halloween film and it's like, oh no, the car alarm's going off. What happened? And you go, it's actually class to see how the killer actually does this, like the thought process. And I'm going to wind them up just by if I do this and this car alarm sounds and then I walk around this way. It shows you how the alarm goes off and the killer comes from another direction because you always just assume sorcery. How does Michael Myers walk so fast? You know what I mean? How is it that I'm running like fuck? He's walking and he's still in front of me, right? It's good to actually be able to POV the killer and see exactly how it is he done that. You know, here's a car, rip the thing, me. Now I'm walking around, you see somebody coming out, but you're watching the killer the whole time instead of having the killer jumping out. It was interesting. It was interesting. I didn't hate this, by the way. I didn't dislike it either. I always put it down to this: like, if I was in a shop, how much would I pay for it? You know. Like, look, what did we pay? 18 quid for Pandemonium, which still holds up, right?
Aye, Pandemonium was an original idea that worked pretty well. This for me was an original. It was an original idea that reminded you why it hadn't been done before. That's how I felt. Anyway.
Well, Matthewman, while on a plane, mate, I feel honoured, man. Like, he's on a plane and he's still tuning in. That's how good the show is, lads. That's how good it is. You got to just still tune in no matter what. In Halloween, when Mike Myers' baby is peeking round the hedge, I always imagined him tanking it round the house. Now there's a POV movie idea. Like,
well, they kind of
bit steps in.
Excuse me. They kind of did that in Scary Movie. I remember it showed you the killer in the Screamish mask standing next to a tree, like, ooh, and she looks away. And then it cuts back to him, like, caning it behind the tree. And she looks back, she's like, oh my God, where'd he go? He's behind the fucking tree. That's where he is. Like, there's no doubt about that. He's definitely behind the tree. So it's been done before, just in a comic way as opposed to a horror way.
Aye. Matthewman says, Trey's up now, airplane mode catches. Bye, Matthewman. Hope everything goes well with the flight.
I always love that. Like, put your trays up. It's for safety. It's like, listen, if the plane crashes, the last thing I'm worried about is getting a sore stomach for a tray.
I know,
I'm more worried about the fact we're plummeting into the fucking planet.
What I like about this film is there's storyline. There is a storyline there. Again, it's the Jason Voorhees thing. The killer can't be killed. He can only be contained, kinda. because even after he's been contained, still gets out, still does folk in. The kills most definitely were creative. Loved. I disagree with you when you said that was the highlight at the end when that thing. It's like there's a machine that chops the logs,
Mhm.
and I thought that was quite good. I'm quite gutted they didn't put him in like so it'd take right up his body, right? But he wanted that guy to feel that, eh?
Oh, that's what I said to my mate. I said, Yankees going heed first or balls first. But again, maybe that it was just that thing that the filmmaker was trying to do is subverting your expectations, like because everybody would have been thinking the same thing.
Totally.
And he's just like, "No, I'm just going to do that, and then I'll do that. I'll not do what you're expecting." No James Bond pish.
No.
But no, I liked that scene. I did like it. But I was hoping it'd be a bit more Terrifier.
What? No story, just pure gore.
No, just that scene. The scene with the
Oh right, yeah.
the axe
Really
machine
bad,
thing.
Yeah.
Aye.
And I'm to believe that this fella can't leave the campsite because he hasn't.
Sorry. Early shift this week, man. It kills me. I don't know. Maybe that's part of the deal he's got for being able to come back to life. I wasn't quite sure at the beginning if he was actually dead or just hiding.
Dead
but then
or
when you,
alive.
but then when you kind of see the state he's not, you're like, he's dead.
Aye, and the fact that he kind of crawls at the ground at the start. If you and I were in our old stations at work, God rest those days that were so class, right? But if you and I were at our old stations at work, and you've watched this the night before, how would your conversation start when you walk into me the next day to tell me about this film? How would that conversation go?
Say, Kev, have you seen In a Violent Nature? And you'd say, no. I'd say, wouldn't bother.
Aye.
For me, it was a few good kills in it, but other than that, it was it was a failed attempt at something new for me.
Fair dues. I understand that. I didn't think it was terrible. I would say to anybody, definitely check it out because it might just you might enjoy it.
Not everybody's going to hate it. Like, Matthewman liked it.
That's up Matthewman's street for real.
Aye.
You know, that's definitely up his street.
But like I said, fair play to the guy for trying something new. I think that it would have actually worked a lot better for me as a conventional slasher film.
I think so.
Even if you're sitting through it going, it's just Friday the 13th rip-off, it would still be fun.
Like I say, I did not hate it. What did I rate it? I gave it quite a fair rating actually. My rating was 6 out of 10 for me.
I think I'd give it a 5. I mean, like I said, it's not terrible. It just didn't land. I think its IMDb score sitting at something like 5.7. I haven't looked at how many people have actually reviewed it, but it's made 4 million, so enough people have seen it.
13,000 have reviewed it. Well, by the way, while we talk about IMDb reviews, do you know it really helps filmmakers if you do the review, even if you don't like it? Filmmakers like ourselves, our film is now on IMDb, so you can go and check out the stats on IMDb. More info will be coming, but we're a big deal in that now, so make sure you do it. And our film will be available at some point. Just know yet.
I got the message earlier on to say, you're on IMDb. I was like, oh shit, I'm quitting my job.
That's it. Away I go, man. Folk will know. Leave me alone, man. I'm just trying to do my job. Leave us alone. Excuse me, sir. Can you walk past one of those people with the RSPCA, try to get your money off you? Excuse me, sir, you got a minute? Listen, man, it was one roll, right? Leave me be.
Do you know who I am? Fuck off.
Do you know who I am? Get your phone out. Go on IMDb. Write in John Rooney. Look at his projects. Click on it. That'll be the quickest way to find.
I was like using somebody else's work to plug how good you are. Aye. Okay.
Pretty much, mate. That's the way of the world now, isn't it?
Aye, pretty much.
Right. For real. So this was an alright film. It was alright. It wasn't terrible, wasn't bad. If another one come out, I would watch it.
I've got a feeling the second one will be bigger budget. Will they do the same thing again with the whole POV thing? I doubt it. I think this might have been a kind of prerequisite to something a bit bigger and more extravagant.
Because it'd be cool to actually see it from the next campers. Or does it have to be in a camp? You know,
you have to give a shit. You have to give a shit about the people that the killer's chasing. Otherwise, it's just. And we know that he's basically unkillable. So it doesn't matter what happens to him. You're never going, oh no, they got him. Oh, you're never doing that. How good is that guy at holding his breath though?
I know. That whole time.
I never noticed it. My mate had pointed out. He's like, do you notice when he gets shot, just as he landed on the ground, he took a big deep breath in? I was like, I didn't notice that, but thanks for pointing it out. So I spotted it every other time.
So Johnny was the name of the bad guy, wasn't it? So he's a bad guy called Johnny.
Here's Johnny.
No, is that what it is? A love letter to all horror films? Is that what it is? Or to some of the best horror films?
I think it's just another killer beginning with J. That could be Jason.
Aye, because other than... No, because it wasn't even like that at the Shining, was it?
His name wasn't even Johnny. He just said, here's Johnny. And that was an improvised line that Jack Nicholson just did on the spot. And for some reason, Stanley Kubrick, who is an absolute stickler for sticking to the script and doing what you're told, he was like, all right, I'll use that. But it's because it was Jack Nicholson and he delivered it with such fucking intensity and qualityness. Qualitility is my word.
Qualitility. I knew that one. Yeah, I can see a lot of the cast were actually people involved in Psycho Gorman. So this has definitely been like, right, lads, let's do something new together. And more power to them. I think they should keep doing what they're doing. Like I say, did not hate it. 6 out of 10. So when you consider what I would rate 6 out of 10, it's a good shout. Like for you, it just didn't land.
I didn't hate it. I was hoping for more. Definitely hoping for more.
Was that because it was basically something new and fresh, like A Quiet Place when it first came out?
Well, the fact that it had a cinematic release, I was like, all right, okay, so they've kind of went with it here. Maybe this is going to be the start of a new wave of a type of film, and it might well be. It annoys me that it wasn't better, but it wasn't terrible.
Did you know that?
Fair play to the practical effects guys and that they did a decent job with the money that they had. I wish there was a couple of kills where I was like, that was a bit pish for a film like this. I would say the first kill and the third one, I was like, that was pretty pants. Aye, it's a budgetary thing, I think, more than anything else. You've only got money for so many dummies.
True that. Did you know that the woman who picks up Chris after running away from Johnny at the end is played by Lauren Marie Taylor, who played Vicky in Friday the 13th Part 2. So she's experienced Jason in all his glory.
Okay. Right.
I kind of feel it was deliberate.
Aye,
it's clearly it's a love letter to that genre.
Aye, it's pretty evident. Like, right, but the genre's kind of been done to death. Let's try something new. Just maybe try again.
I don't know. It's a bit of return of slashers. I think we're re-entering the genre of good slasher films. I've yet to see Long Legs.
Yeah, I don't know if Long Legs is a slasher as such.
I don't believe it is.
It's more like I think it's more like Silence of the Lambs sort of thing.
It's definitely a return to a genre that's been lost.
Yeah. But definitely keep them coming, keep trying, because it'll hit eventually. I mean, this one I think has hit. I mean, you could say it has hit. I mean, it's made really good money. I mean, it's made 8 times its budget so far, which you really can't grumble at. And like you said before, we both know how hard it is to make any type of film. So
For real, no real. You get us. Well, by the way, speaking of folk that make films, we are coming up. What did Andy Gibb just said there? My friend Andy says something new in horror is hard. That's true, my friend. Something new in anything nowadays is hard, especially when it's been done, can be done, and whatnot. But it's coming up soon. On Sunday, we've got Earworm. I Know What You Need. That was actually a short by Stephen King, and this other film called Eric that we've got to review.
That stupid dog.
I know, I love it though. So that's what we're doing on Sunday. We never got any interviews this time, but I'm sure we probably will at some point afterwards.
Yeah.
But I'm looking forward to watching them. I always wait before to kind of see what's what beforehand.
It's a good thing about the shorts though, is you can cram them in just before you do a show. And they're kind of 15 minutes long. You can watch. You can watch 4 of them in an hour, man. If they're 15 minutes long, it's magic. That's maths for you, mate. That's maths.
A whole 4 in an hour. To be fair, not really, because by the time it takes you to load the next one, you've missed a couple of minutes.
Oh, your hole.
Unless you've got it like finished start,
Oh my.
And that's not including credits. Are we including credits here? Like 50 minutes of film, but what about the credits? How long does that take to finish?
Oh, I would call you a cunt, but you ain't got the warmth or the depth.
You're catching up. I felt the final episode was a bit. It's alright. It's just alright.
I'm not there yet. Fucking shut up.
I thought you were, just based on.
No. I think I'm on. Where are we? Is it episode 5?
Listen, he's got a hey.
I've got a wee producer here.
Where are we? What you having for dinner? What you having for dinner? Hey, you go be walking that hot hands. Where are we? Where are we?
Fuck off.
Where are we? Were you tickling me last night while we were watching it? Where are we? Your missus are like, fucking hell, J-Mac, come spend some time with me.
Well, you go and tickle my feet, man.
There's a solid there. If you didn't do it, you can go out my house.
Give me a gaff, you green.
You're out your ass. He's sitting all that. Tickling you. Raging.
Oh, he's having a good wee chuckle to himself.
Good times, eh? I tell you, do you know what the worst part is when he goes, you'll be like, I close my eyes only for a moment and the moment's gone.
I'll be sitting next to a rainy windy.
Dust in the wind. But I come round and watch a film, he's like, can he?
Oh no, he always can. He's never busy. Unless he's at work, he's never busy. Do you know why? Because he's not got anybody else planning his life out for him. He's just like, if I'm not working, I'm chilling. Fuck.
Those were the days, my friend. Those were the days.
Yes.
Can't even whack it. So, I mean, it's hard to talk for an hour about this film because it was good.
Because we're fucked.
Nah, just there's so much of nothing happening in it.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's the biggest problem with it. I mean, like I said, I think it worked at the beginning. It would have been a good establisher, but then you need to give the other characters some depth. Otherwise, it's nothing. Not nothing, but you know.
I know.
Is what it is. Is what it is, buddy. You know what I mean?
By the way, seeing as it was my birthday, did you see my Titanic cakes?
I did. Aye.
Do you know what's funny? I said to the wife, I was like that because Rose was on it. The naked picture of Rose. I was like that to the wife. See you later on. I'll be sitting munching on Kate Winslet's titties. And she was like that. She was like that. You wet? I say, it's like that. My cake.
She turns around to you like, Kev, you've been eating that for an hour and a half, man. Fucking swallow it.
Swallow it. I got this cool Titanic thing that lights up. It's like a ship that builds to like this size, and you click on it and it lights up.
Yeah, you've got a strange obsession with the Titanic. It's no strange. It's an understandable obsession because
I wouldn't
it's
say it was an
quite
obsession
a case.
or strain. Did I
Aye,
ever
that's
show
what
you
everybody says about obsessions, man.
the Lego one? Look, the
Aye.
Lego one and all.
Is that a true Lego or is that TikTok shop
I
Lego?
don't. No, it's no TikTok shop. It was out of Smith's. I don't know if it's true Lego. I actually don't know because I don't know anything about Lego. But that's the latest one. And then my wife got me one that you build and it lights up when you click on it. Lights up like the Titanic was on the ocean, man. It lights up like it was on the ocean. and I also got she got me like a metal, something that you would put on the wall, but it's made of like tin, so you could whack somebody with it. You know what I mean?
I
It's like
know the
it's
type.
like a sign. It's like a sign, and it's like the newspaper article on like the day. It's like many lost to the sea. So it's pretty cool. Like pretty cool. I also have a whiskey glass through there with the Titanic in it. But and I got this. My wife picked by my daughter, by the way. It's a stormtrooper with JD in it.
Oh, nice. I like
Class,
that.
I knew you would like that. Listen to this. Ready?
Oh, that's the best noise in the world, man.
Nah,
It really is. It's also the one that gives you away when you're trying to have a sneaky.
You're like, when I hear that noise, I know good shit's going on. It's like the same noise as the PlayStation getting turned on. Beep.
I don't know if you remember old Macintosh computers. You couldn't sneak the fuckers on at night.
No.
Yeah, that power button. The power button was on the keyboard, by the way. Hit the power button, it would just go bang. Like, oh, I'm rumble.
Everybody's in trouble. What? See the coolest thing though I got.
Go on then.
It's right at Heaton's, I know. Check this out, man. Check this out.
Oh man, it's great to be a man child, isn't it?
Look who's in it. All of them. They're in it. And
Oh my god.
It's got all the gear in that in it. I know, look. It's got all the gear in it. Class it. I've got really no way to put it because my other.
It was nice. That was nice of them to give you Warwick Davis's backpack.
Look, I can't put it up here next to my other one because I've got Jaws up there. And I've got the other one for Ghostbusters 1. Look.
You got enough? Fucking hell.
No. Class.
Yeah, I was quite happy with my wee He-Man Funko Pop, and you're like, here, I've got everything.
I pretty much do. There's Lord Zed up there, right next to RoboCop sitting on the Iron Throne. It's everywhere, man. People just get me cool stuff because apparently I'm easy to buy for.
Aye.
Class, eh?
That's incredible. Love it, man. You're a lucky man. Lucky man.
I know. I just need space yet, but I'll sort it out. I just got to put everything everywhere. Eh? Okay, fun games. Eh? So that's what birthdays are all about, man. Getting cool shit.
Aye. Get another few years.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that. You know, I found the other day is a paranormal book, but it's signed by the author. I was like, oh, I'm going to have to pick it up now. I'm going to read it and see what it's all about.
Which one is it?
It's called The Psychic Investigator's Casebook. Archibald A. Laurie. Don't know if he's dead. Janice says, I can't have cake on a doctor-ordered diet. Oh, no, what's going on? You staved yourself. What's happening with you, Janice? Let us know. You feeling all right? Janice says, nice gifts. Thanks, my man. Janice, your T-shirts are on the way. I spoke to Heather about it. In fact, she spoke to me about it. There was a couple of complications. By that, I mean, we make fucking no money. But we're sorting it, right?
It was funny, man. When I seen the order come through, I was like, "Man, we sold a T-shirt." You're like, "Aye, $11.99 is probably going to cost me about 4 times that much to make it."
Aye, fucking lads. This is why I'm saying, see if you can just leave us a review, share, and all that stuff. I mean, we don't need money purely to fund any habits because those habits are well funded. It's purely so this show runs where I'm not having to fucking dig deep. I just would like it to run it at itself, just break even. That would be excellent. So if you fucking could save a boy for going homeless, man.
Mate, do you want me to buy one?
Well, we can't didn't date yet. Heather has to up the prices to make it worthwhile now.
Aye, Jordan, don't buy one until the prices go up, and no bother.
Everybody watching right now is like that, right? Now's a chance to get them at cost value. Janice says, belly issues, got to have a colonoscopy on the 19th. Damn, JMac, what's a colonoscopy? Is that the
That's
thing
when they
you
shove a
put camera
camera
up
up
your
your hole. Aye.
Oh,
Yeah.
Janice, sorry to hear that, man. Sorry to hear that.
There's
Just pop it,
there's
man.
nothing else to say about that. I mean, can I say all the best?
Well, I had a friend that had a colonoscopy, right? And get this, he says they shoved it right up his arse, and he could feel it moving about under his nipple. The camera, like they're just at the back like that. Fucking get this up here, right? And they could feel it moving under his nipple, man. Sucks to be you, Janice. Wasn't say and a biopsy, a biopsy.
Biopsy. She just missed. She missed the P. I read it as Boise, Idaho. At first, like, what the fuck's Boise got to do with it?
Oh, Janice. Hey, well, by the way, Janice, we are truly hoping that everything's all right. It's just a wee stave, like Heather, and and that everything will be class. And you know what? I say this. I say you will be fine. And the reason I say that is because if I put that vibe into the universe, if I say you're going to be fine, then you just will, right? There's a wee book called The Secret, right? And a sequel called The Hero, right? And in this here, it tells you that whatever you put into the universe, it manifests. So here's it is. If I say these words to you, it's going to manifest that you're not going to be done in or anything, right? So I'm going to say this. Fucking stop carrying on, Janice. You're a big drama queen. You'll be fine. and you'll be fine, right?
Yeah, she'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Because on the other side of that, I'm joking. It's like, where's Janice, everybody? Where's Janice? No, I'm joking. That'll never happen because I'm not putting that I'm not putting that out in the universe. Thank you, Janice. We appreciate you. Could you imagine the show that Janice? What are you fucking laughing?
There's a wee delay between what I'm saying, what we're saying, and when it comes to Lee, and I just seen him going. Whoa! It's like, so I.
Well, the thing is,
close to the bone.
We can only, but we can close to the bone with our pals, and Janice. That's how you know we're real and not just fake pals. Because if Janice was a fake pal, we wouldn't feel comfortable talking to her like she's one of us. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Also, we get sent movies to review by the companies that make them. We say that I was pish. So, it's we tell the truth. We tell the truth, and it's something to be proud of. Something to be proud of. I remember back in the day being scared about telling the truth about the stuff they were sent. We're like, well, we've been sent it by the company. We should really be as nice as we can. They were just like,
oh, it was. Yes, it was a fine adaptation of such a great film. If not, don't say so myself. By the way, Janice, we know you're a fighter. Ain't nothing be taking you down. So you keep us updated, and every week we'll be here fucking fighting in your corner and putting all that good juju into the universe. J-Mac, I'm going to set a challenge for you, right? Right.
oh
and
no!
everybody watching here right now.
Do you have to?
But everybody here watching right now, right? Call it out, J-Mac. Within the next 5 screeners, you've got to do one, and I've got to do one where we don't watch a film, but we proper pretend that we did and just wing it for a full episode, right? You can't tell me which one you didn't watch. I can't tell you which one I didn't watch, right? And we'll just wing it like we did. And the audience that's watching right now, if you watch every week, your job is to call out when you can tell that one of us haven't watched.
That actually sounds like good fun, man.
By the way, if someone watching tonight, right, and tell your friends as well, if you can call it out, say I call it out. That's how you say it. I call it out. Kevin or J-Mac has not watched this film, and we bring it up like this, right? We bring it up like this. You get a free T-shirt. Genuine. I'll make sure you get a free T-shirt. I will fund it. Right?
No, you can get a discounted T-shirt at
$11.99. Todd says, "You watch Long Legs yet, you old bitch?" Yeah, I am old. I have not watched Long Legs yet. I am hopefully making a conscious effort to get out at some point to watch it. I just have no motherfucking time. but I really want to watch it. Have you, Todd, watched In a Violent Nature yet? Watch it and then see when it gets to the yoga scene. Send me a voice note of your reaction at this scene because it was class. Well, that bit was anyway.
Yeah.
Was. Just a reminder on Sunday, Arrow short film special, but this time it's horror edition. Got Earworm, I Know What You Need, and Eric. 3 short films that we're looking forward to watching.
Yeah, I've just noticed the blood on the dog's face. That looks class.
That was. Oh no, that wasn't even me. I put blood spatter on that, but not on the blood on the dog's face. So Eric's probably the dog that's a muncher. I can't wait to watch it. Anybody needing to watch this that can't get the Arrow player, send me a wee message. But otherwise, they're on the Arrow player. Go watch them. Tune in on Sunday night. We will be there live. We will be chatting about it. We'll do all 3 short films in the one episode. We do have some really cool stuff coming up as well. There's a few people that I've been reaching out to that I'm not going to talk anything about because I wanted to make sure that we got through our backlog of films first before we like, hey. We've also got another film coming up. This film is actually a documentary that I don't think J-Max watched yet. The werewolf thing.
No, I haven't watched it yet. Watched it yet. But it looks interesting. I started it, but I didn't have the time to actually sit and watch the whole thing. I could watch about 5 or 10 minutes. So I was like, oh, okay.
That's funny. Long Legs. You watch Long Legs. I'm forever seeing Long Legs. I know it's called. I'll tell you now because I just had so much to review. It's not on the top of the head. Dogman. So it's a film. That'll be an interesting one. We'll be doing that pretty much as an extra film episode because I want to get some really good interviews soon. We also have an episode coming up soon, and I want you to let us know how you feel about this. But we know a good friend of ours actually hunts. What's the word for people that molest kids? That's no Edo. It doesn't sound like. We'll call them speedos, right? We'll call them
minor attracted persons is the correct vernacular these days.
Well, this person hunts them and has led the revolution in hunting them and has information that he wants to speak out about. And I think it'd be good, kind of like when we done that Murder in a Small Town episode where we kind of take a stray from films for a bit just to talk about something real. I believe we should do it in person. I'm up for it next couple of weeks. As soon as we get some time together, J-Mac, let me know when you're free. We'll get together. We'll do it in person. Unlikely that it'll be live. Can make it happen though, if it needs to be live. We'll get together. We'll shoot the podcast. If you guys really would like to submit questions to something like that, let us know. Let us know what your thoughts are on that. Dogman Territory. This is the film that we will be reviewing. You can check that out. I think it's on Prime. Yeah. And that's called Werewolves in the Land Between the Lakes. Basically, folk got munched and they're like, it's definitely werewolves, man. I've seen some stuff. And other folk are like, so that it was werewolves. And they're like, no, it was werewolves, trust us. And they're like, all right, show us these werewolves. And they're like, can I just show you them? It's like that. So it'll be interesting for us to chat about. Looking forward to that. So many different companies now reaching out, telling us.
Sorry, I just remembered that it was a bit in the American Office, and Dwight was talking about a time that he killed a werewolf. He's like, I killed a werewolf once, but by the time I got to it, it had changed back into my neighbor's dog.
Oh, it would have been good to have said on that. Do you know what's funny? Your twin sister, actually sent me a message the other day that had me screaming. And she was like, mind that time you called me a thumb. I'm like, that does not sound like me.
It does.
I was like, what are you talking about? She was like, we were at a Stephen McCall thing, mind, and I was sitting in the chair, and you said all you could see when you looked at was me sitting there like a thumb. And the thing is, I think
got away with words, man.
I know what I think it was. Is she was lying back, just so enjoying like the show that we were putting on. She was just lying back like that in the audience, and I think my vision could only see her as one shape, like a thumb with a face. I think I meant that as a.
No, the thumb's the most useful digit.
Can you play the PlayStation without a thumb? But the thing is, I actually meant it in like a nice way.
How?
She was so relaxed. It was good to see her just chilling, you know.
Oh, that's.
Oh, look, there we go. So that was funny. I just didn't feel like I was like, I'm sure that wasn't me.
I still remember when my dad cut his thumb off, and I sent you a picture of it, and you're like, man, is he all right? I said, he's waiting to see the plastic surgeon. And you're like, nothing better than a new pair of tits to cheer yourself up after cutting your thumb off. That was
I mind you sent me a message and you're like, mate, I'm fucking howling. Like a new pair of tits to cheer him up. Too good, too good.
any road.
That's what life needs is laughter. That's what
Yes, very true.
needs is laughter. I'm a big proponent of that. I think laughter is the best medicine. So, Douffer, fucking Janice, get laughing. If you get laughing, you'll be alright. Get yourself a wee bit of whiskey, I know. That always does the trick. AJ Mac, that or some, what do you call it? What do you call it, that stuff? Stuff you drink.
Toilet duck.
That explains the bodily functions.
Westons,
that's what it is. That's what it is. Laugh and love. Exactly, Janice. Exactly. Hey, by the way, I think we are overdue on our next deep dive, which Janice selected Gremlins. What a perfect fucking deep dive. Eh?
Yeah.
So keep an eye out because we're going to be bringing that to you very soon.
I feel like we need to do that at Christmas, like a special Christmas Janice special.
Maybe, but it's not far off Christmas, to be honest.
It's never far off Christmas. Feels like it's every fucking 3 weeks at this age.
I know. True. I'll put that away for your Christmas. Here, I'm not going to give you that, how? Because no time to give you it yet. You need to wait till we wake up and pretend that some fat guys just entered their gaff to give you it. And you get no thank you for it.
Pretend? He's not real. He's not real.
Course he's real. I'm real. I'm your dad.
He might well be. I don't know.
Nah, I mean, don't get us wrong. Nah, I'm joking. Janice says, "Can I be on the show with you when you do Gremlins?" 100%. Of course.
Definitely.
And do you know what, Janice? You'll be the first person that we've ever deep dove something with.
Yeah, first person we ever deep dived. You need to watch your words on that, actually, Jordan. Yeah.
Not the first person I've deep dove, I'll tell you that. Janice, 100%. 100%. I will send you the details of what it is, because you can tell that we're very eloquent with our formats. So I will send you basically what's what. But we'll do that closer to Christmas. 1,000,000%. So don't go fucking getting daft L and all that shit, because we need you for Christmas. All right.
Getting daft ill. Again, way with words, Kev. Way with words.
It's so dumb getting ill. It's so dumb. So don't be ill. I'm putting it in the universe. I'm putting it into the universe.
Hiya, so dumb.
Exactly. It's so dumb being ill. So don't go doing something dumb, right? And you'll be.
I just dropped everything. Everything. Everything in my room just fell.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So be of sound mind and of sound health, and come Christmas time, Gremlins it is. But for this night, I've been Kev. It's been J Mac. In a Violent Nature. Check it out. It's on Shudder. And we'll see you on Sunday night for our Arrow horror short film special, where you can tune in and listen to us talk about 3 short films, whether we like it or no. Maybe one of us didn't watch one of them and we're like, I shouldn't have done that. And you've got to pick it out. Maybe no. It's a game.
It'll be fun. It'll be fun.
Yeah, exactly. I can't wait. J-Mac, it's been absolutely class, man, as always. And I'll see you on Sunday, man. No far away.
Yep.
All right.
See you Sunday, man. And
thank you, everybody. Hi.
Thanks for everything. Thanks for the podcast. Thank you for being you.
Oh, thanks, lad. Thank you, everybody, tuning in. Make sure you share it and all that. Give us a review and all that shit so that we can make some money, eh?
Oh, mate,
What?
Lee just made a really good point. What if we both choose the same film?
Then it'll
to
be
no watch.
fucking carnage and I will scream. It'd be even better if we've got a guest on at the same time. Mind, it has to be within the next 5 episodes, right?
Right, okay.
So it has to be in the next 5 episodes. And I get to call it out too, right? But that'll be class. Imagine we're sitting there with a guest and we're like, aye. So, J-Mac, do you know what? To be honest, I'll be fine. I'll just throw you under the bus that much that you.
Aye, no shit. No shit.
What's your favourite scene, J-Mac? I tell him. You're like, mind that time you came on. No, that time I'm like, right. And I've introduced enough folk after I introduced everybody that I knew their name. Saw 3 folk coming up that I did not know their name. And I'm like, here, I'm not going to hog all that, but live on stage in front of a full fucking cinema full of folk, doing a live show. I'm like, up on the stage, here's Kelly. Here comes Connor, and here's Liam, ladies and gentlemen. And the other guests, I'm not going to hog all the spotlight tonight. J-Mac, introduce these guys. I hand you them a live mic, and you're like, eh.
I was like, next up, you.
And the best it is, I'm at the side of the stage screaming. Right? I'm not even making any there's no disguise here. I'm sitting at the side of the stage going, watching him crumble on stage because he knew name day. So good, man. I think I laughed like half the fucking show that night. Just laughing again at you.
Like every time you
crumbling.
laughed, I shat.
Could you hear me at the side of the stage screaming?
No, I could see you though. Which made me even worse. I don't know why you and me are friends. You're an absolute cock.
It was far too good. Far too good. Oh, until the next time. We need to do a live show again soon, so that'll be coming soon, right? Let's definitely do all that fun stuff. Right, lads. I'm going to retire and let you all retire for the rest of the night. Janice, the love is reciprocated from everybody. Stay strong, stay well. Everybody that's dealing with shite, whether it be physical, mental, stay strong. Hiya, hiya. Don't even know how that song goes, but we'll see you Sunday night. All right, lads.
See you Sunday.
Take it easy.